So today we are going to talk about the Sonos Arc. But before we get into the Sonos Arc, David, why not you share with all our viewers at home, right, what Sonos is all about? You know, they might not know about this brand Sonos.
Yeah, so Sonos is actually a wireless multi-room music system, and they are not just any wireless multi-room music system. They are actually the #1 wireless multi-room music system in the world. They are a market leader.
Okay.
And why is that so? Because Sonos actually allows you to play different songs in different rooms, or you can actually group all the rooms together and play the same song, and you are having a party at home.
Wow.
And more than that, Sonos has actually more than 100 over music streaming services on its platform. You can use Spotify, Apple Music, KKBox, Tidal, Rhapsody, you name it, Sonos has it. That's how incredible Sonos is. And Sonos also has Sonos Radio, which means that you can play all the different radio stations all over the world just on its app itself.
Wait,
And more than that,
you still have. I just wanted to say that how both like the Sonos is not just getting like the hardware, which is like the speakers, right? But you're really getting the software. You can play all the music that you need. Well, it's really amazing. So what's the other things that you want to say?
that is true. Like what you mentioned, Sonos is not just a hardware company, but they are also a software company with more than 200 over patents.
200 over.
That is why they are the market leader.
I see. Well, guys, you are in for a treat. So, guys, we're going to talk about the Sonos Arc today, right?
That is right. So, and the Sonos Arc is a soundbar, and it's not just a soundbar, but it is a smart soundbar with a 5.0.2 Dolby Atmos surround effect.
Wow, that's really, like, it sounds huge. And I believe it's this one here, right? Sonos Arc, right?
Yeah, and this is the Sonos Arc. So like I mentioned, it is not just a 3.0 soundbar with a left, center, right channel, but it's a 5.0.2. So what does that mean? So allow me to explain.
Okay.
So what it means is that not just having a left, center, right channel, it's two left and rightward firing woofers would actually be your surround. And more than that, the 0.2 actually comes because inside there's a two upward firing tweeter and woofer that would actually shoot up to the height to give you the height ceilings to give you even more immersive Dolby Atmos experience.
Wow. So basically, there are two firing channels from the sides and then two more from the top. So basically, it envelops you in sound.
Yeah, so you are encapsulated in a dome-like experience.
Okay, so it is really very important for us to have a soundbar, right?
Yeah, so you know nowadays televisions are getting bigger and flatter, but what we say is that televisions flat screen is good, but flat sound is horrible.
Oh my gosh, that's
So,
right.
Which is why sometimes when you buy a television, they actually give you a soundbar for free. And a lot of times people give you free stuff for a reason.
I see. I mean, I get it because personally, for myself, I have a flat screen TV at home, right? I believe a lot of households nowadays, they have the flat screen TVs. And I have to say, right, just listening, like watching a movie with that flat screen, right, sometimes the sound just don't get to me.
Yeah, so imagine like you're watching Les Mis, then it becomes you watch The Greatest Showman, then your sound will be never, 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 never good enough.
Oh man.
So that is why it's so important to invest in a good soundbar for your whole home theater experience.
I wasn't sure where he was going with it, but he brought it somewhere. Right, I think that is really, really important, right? I think watching movie with no sound or like with flat sound, right?
It's terrible sound.
Yeah, it's really like watching like 10% of it. A lot of the things that's coming from movie actually is the sound that you are hearing because it is what brings you into the atmosphere, right?
That's right. So if you have a bad soundbar or no soundbar, you may have a very disappointing or disappointing experience, cinematic experience. That is why investing in a soundbar is so important. So the Sonos Arc inside has actually 11 drivers inside and all with its dedicated amplifiers. So that is every driver inside and every woofer has a specific purpose.
Wow, so this is the soundbar itself, right? Is it able to like pair with other Sonos systems?
Yeah, so Sonos is actually very modular and we also talk about multi-room. So with the Sonos Arc, if you want an even more immersive experience, you can actually add a Sonos One or Sonos One SL for your surround sound effect, so that will give you a 5.0 effect.
Okay.
And you can even add a subwoofer. And now with Sonos, like I mentioned, it's not just a hardware company,
Of
but
course.
it is also a software company. So recently, they allow you to not just have one subwoofer, but you can actually have two subwoofers.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, so it actually brings your whole immersive experience and your cinematic experience
Wow.
up a whole new notch with another subwoofer to give you that extra punch and extra bass.
That's really amazing. And I think you mentioned at the start as well, because you know, nowadays home technology, they're always going for that smart home. You know, everything you start to see, everything around you is Google Assistant enabled. They can be paired with Alexa. Is this Arc like compatible as well?
Yes, this Arc is not just a normal soundbar, but it is a smart soundbar. That means that inside there's actually microphones in it that you can actually configure with your Google Assistant. And if you have the know-how, you can actually use Amazon Alexa.
Wow, okay, so we talk about how it is good for expansion, how you can add. I have to say this whole Sonos Arc is really very, very versatile in a way that like you can add all the other Sonos products to it as well. But even in itself, it stands alone as a very powerful speaker.
That's right. So not just having to watch your movies on a television, but it goes a lot more, that it can actually play music, like I mentioned,
really?
through your Spotify, Apple Music, all the different music streaming services. And at the same time, like imagine after you watch a movie, then you just want to chill, have a bit of background music. You just follow the app, or you want to do voice assistant and ask Google Assistant to play a chill or jazz music while you're having a great dinner.
I was just about to say, I can imagine, right? You ask a few friends, come over to your house, you all watch the movie together, and of course, you're not just gonna go home after the movie, right? There will probably be chilling, just hanging out, probably listening to good music, right? I think I was just about to ask you whether like this Arc can play music, so it can.
Yeah, it can.
Wow. And all the kind of streaming platforms. So you have Spotify, if they use Tidal, they can use Tidal, Apple Music, and all that.
Rhapsody, you name it, Sonos has it.
Wow, okay, I'm really, really, really very, 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 very impressed right now. So is there any other thing about this Arc that we want to talk about that the viewers at home might not know? Oh, how about like whether it is able like to connect to the TV easily?
Oh, so Sonos Arc is incredibly easy to be connected to your television.
Okay.
So you just need a HDMI cable, which is actually included in the Sonos Arc. Then you just need to connect to the HDMI eARC port behind your television. But don't worry if you have an older television, because inside it actually includes a optical adapter. So it can actually connect to your optical output from a television, and you can actually stream content through your Sonos Arc.
Wow, so basically this Arc, you can use HDMI, eARC, and then if not, optical as well.
That is right.
Well guys, so it doesn't matter what TV that you're using, this Sonos Arc can be connected to it. Alright, so we're going to be talking a lot about this connection in the next video or the next two videos that you probably will see in this channel. But don't worry about that, you gotta stay tuned. Remember to subscribe so you know when the next video is gonna drop, right? So other than that, you know, shall we just talk a little bit about this HDMI eARC?
Yeah, so for the viewers out there, HDMI eARC is actually audio output available on the newer televisions. So now, previously it has a normal ARC, but now it has an improved audio version of eARC. So with that, actually you can play more powerful audio formats, such as Dolby Atmos. So it doesn't matter what television you have, whatever it is, the Sonos Arc fits right in your living room.
Alright, so that's all for this video, but if you want us to talk about any other Sonos product, maybe like the Sonos One or the Sonos Move, leave it down at the comments, alright? We check all our comments, so we want to make sure we get the right contents to all of you watching at home. Maybe you want us to talk a little bit more about this Arc, just how it connects better. Well, leave it down below. We will get back to you with a new video in the future. But if you do want to wait, right, don't worry. Just come down to the flagship store. Well, we are located at the Adelphi, the first level of Adelphi. Very easy to find us. Just come down and you can just experience Sonos for yourself. Trust me, I just came, right? They play the whole Sonos for me. I was blown away. So I believe you'll be blown away as well. So that's all. My name is Jax and this is David, and we shall see you soon. Bye.